Here's Victoria and Anthony with an AMI This Week shortcut.
Sail Able Nova Scotia provides learning opportunities for individuals with disabilities in Halifax. This year, they hosted the Clearwater Mobility Cup, a regatta where sailors with disabilities from across Canada and the United States get together for a week of competition and camaraderie.
Sounds amazing. Halifax's Laura Bain dropped in on the event to find out what the regatta means to the Sail Able program and its participants.
We're on the Atlantic Ocean at the start of the Silver Fleet Division races. 18 sailboats crowd the start line, but Clearwater Mobility Cup sailor Vicki Morton is in her element and working hard to pull ahead.
It's exciting trying to get yourself in the right position to get that right perfect start out of the gate. It is a great competitive atmosphere out there, and where the wind can shift any moment, we're all trying to get the best angle, get to the mark, and we're having fun doing that.
Vicki is from Nova Scotia and is fairly new to racing. This is her second Mobility Cup. She and her fellow racers are all sailing Martin 16s, 16-foot adaptive sailboats specifically designed for parasport athletes.
I started sailing in 2011 after I lost my leg. I was in the rehab center and they told me about an opportunity to come out to Sail Able. I signed up right away. I needed to grab on to new things, to get the hope of the future and to get some freedom from my new limitations, and being on the water provides freedom. When I'm out sailing, I just feel the wind, the ocean air. When you pick up speed, it's exhilarating.
A companion sits behind each sailor, but it's the sailor who has complete control over the sails and steering.
I use the upfront rigging, all the lines, the jib line, the main sheet, everything is up front for me, so I can work everything with the two hands.
Martin 16s are impossible to capsize and have assistive technology that can accommodate any disability. About 30 sailors from ages 13 to 82, from novice to experienced, are registered in this year's Cup. On shore at the Royal Nova Scotia Yacht Club, Paralympic sailor and Clearwater Mobility Cup chair Paul Tingley reflects on the appeal of this internationally recognized event.
I think a lot of the racers are traveling from long distances and their reasons are different. Sometimes they're returning, it's a family kind of thing. You see familiar faces every year. Other people are new and they love sailing and they're caught in the bug. And then there's like the racers that want to win.
The social activities on land are as much a part of the week-long event as the races.
Where you have a great atmosphere. Tonight is our corn boil and mussels. We had at the opening ceremony the sailor's oath and the official's oath, and I think that's a good reminder that this is for sportsmanship. Everyone's to do their best, but remember that's most important to the respect.
Vicki finishes lower than she'd like in the ranks today, in part due to a broken sail batten.
It's the first day, and I learned a lot, and I hope to do better tomorrow. There's a lot of great sailors here, and I'm kind of looking to them to learn more and to do better.
Paul says the Cup is not just good experience for sailors like Vicki, it's good for local adaptive sailing as a whole.
Biggest legacy that we have from the Mobility Cup is all those funds will go to the Sail Able program. So that's going to help programs in Halifax, to hire instructors, to fix the equipment, pay for insurance, all these things that you don't really want to do, but you got to do it. So this will help our program for years.
I can relate. You know how much I love being on the water.
Oh, me too. And the Mobility Cup calls itself the Regatta of Possibility. And I certainly felt that spirit come through in Laura's story.
Definitely. And Sail Able has something for everyone, young or old, beginner or experienced.
And we're happy to report that Vicki's sailboat was fixed after the first day of sailing, and she actually finished her week of races near the top of the pack. She had one first-place finish during the week, her first ever during a Mobility Cup, and she finished up the race week ranked 8th out of 18 in her division.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, if Laura's story got you thinking about trying sailing and you live in the Halifax area, You can get more information on Facebook at Sail Able Nova Scotia.
And if you're in another part of the country and want to find out if they have any sailing programs in your area, visit ablesailnetwork.com.